They called it a distress signal, but it sounded like a heartbeat trapped in stone. Cobalt dunes. Night wind. On a moon the maps forgot. Thame dune. We rode the sand line at dawn, a skiff cutting dust, toward a shape half buried in glass, a dead siege cruiser. Ribs of black alloy jutting from the dune. Locals call it the Vulture King. The signal pulsed 9 notes. A spiral pattern rolled across my slate. Not a map, a memory. I'm Nyra Quell. Some call my kind human space orcs. We were engineered to rage. I trained to breathe instead. Inside the wreck, our lamps barely bit the dark. Corridors hummed like a throat. Footsteps echoed. Then echoed again, a half step behind, as if the ship walked with us. We found the spiral vault. A round chamber, candlelit bronze, carved with star swarms. At the center, a cradle of cables. Not a blade. A scabbard banded in red metal. When my fingers touched it, the 9 notes stopped. Silence, then a whisper, using my voice. Finally, I didn't tell the others. We started back. The wreck warmed bulkheads, grumbling like an animal. Some doors we hadn't opened. Opened for us. Others closed, as if to keep us. Outside, dust plumes rose on the horizon. Armored crawlers. Marshal Cade Oryx. The Empire's claim, in a walking fortress. His voice cut the air. By writ of salvage, surrender state war materiel. I looked up. The sky tore a thin red smile. An aurora arc I'd never seen. It bent like a bowstring drawn to breaking. The whisper inside the scabbard breathed with me. Time to run. We ran. Compasses spun. Shadows lagged. Then the ship did something impossible. Running lights winked alive across the wreck's flank. 3 points, forming a triangle in the sky. Heliour Gravimancer gasped in my cum. Nyra, those aren't lights. They're coordinates. The red arc pulsed. I stepped into its glow and the world thinned. Sound a narrow thread. Dust hanging like stars in syrup. We slipped through the breath between beats. Oryx's sensors lost lock. He stopped, as if a ghost crossed his path. Back in Sable Anchorage, the crater port boiled with rumor. Clans gathered glassed iron weavers, salt bloods, eyes on the scabbard at my hip like it might start speaking. It already had. At Triskel Ridge 3's stone spires that kiss the sky, I set the scabbard in the dust and watched the red arc calm. The 3 running lights from the wreck linked by a faint line, the same spiral as the vault carvings. Not a warning, a key. Oryx's broadcast crackled over every wall and window. Hand it over, Quell. People live if you obey. The whisper inside was softer than the wind. Bring me home. Home. Not a place. Something else. I looked at the clans, at the families that would bleed first, at the skiffs that would carry children if we ran, at the warlord who called mercy a bargain. Then I did the one thing my kind were not designed for. I didn't rage. I breathed. The scabbard warmed. A hairline seam glowed along its inner band, like a circuit, waiting for the next piece. The sky answered with another red pulse. The wreck answered with 3 bright stars, and the whisper in my voice said, "Do you want victory, or do you want the world to survive it?"